What's up, dirty dog?
Hello?
Hello, everyone.
Gangsters, what's up, guys?
What up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. You guys ready to blast off? Let's get it, man. Let's start the fireworks with these clown show. Yes, I'll put that up right now. It's good to see everybody. Hey, happy Tuesday, everybody. Hopefully you guys all had a fantastic Labor Day weekend. I know I did. I just enjoyed myself. Didn't go anywhere. Didn't do anything. Just enjoyed staying home and listing cards and hanging out with Stinks. And that was really about it, man. I can't even lie. Didn't do anything else. All right, she's pinned to the top. There you go. It's great to see everybody, like I said. What's up, Skyforge, Killer, BJ, Bots, Andrew. Hold on, why is it not? That's weird. Hold on, let me refresh this side. What's up, Dustin, Lace Bacon, GU, Tam, Clearing, Tommy, Danny, MC Travels, Francine, Eyes, Allison, D-Boy, Chris, Carly. Allison, thank you, by the way, for sending me that message. Guys, there won't be any Dalton City Council meeting. What's up, Birdman, Jared, Mike 350Z, Old Joe, Jimmy Lee. It's good to see all you guys. Mark Casper, Kenneth Colton, Michael Madness, Jim Dub, Tim Schneider, Jason Few, Jay Davis. It's great to see all of you. Let's get it. What's up, Russell? What's up, Jesus, Anthony? So, yeah, there will be no city council for Dalton today. Apparently, they've created some sort of special meeting to address what's going on. That's been going on forever. So the 12th, I believe, is what I read. Hi, Terry. Hi, Market Zero. It's good to see you guys. What's up, Shelly Babes? Yeah. So the 12th of this month, in 10 days, I'm sorry, in 9 days, 9 more days, we will be live with the Dalton City Council meeting. I need to find out if the trustees, I'm sorry, if the what is it? Fuck. Why is it escaping me right now? The fucking, not Dalton, but the is it the village? Not the village of Dalton. What the fuck is it? The trustees of Thornton Township. Thank you, Thornton Township. Jesus, mine's already gone. Thornton Township. We'll see if they'll be live before that, which I'd assume they would, but don't know. So we'll see what the Thornton Township is like. Oh boy, packed house for Labor Day. Let's get it.
Good morning and welcome to this meeting of your Los
Can
Angeles
you guys
City
hear?
Council.
Are we good?
We now have a quorum, so we can begin.
We now have a
Sorry
quorum.
for the
Some late fuck
delay
didn't finally
to
get in
everyone
there.
Here who's waiting.
Who is the late
Today
fuck?
is Tuesday, September 3rd,
I'm betting on Grady.
2024.
That's who I'm betting on.
Dorian, President of the Council, and public comment will be taken today both here in the John Farrar Council
What's up, dude?
chambers,
Dorian?
as well as by teleconference.
Turtle, Michael?
We're ready to begin.
Swing.
Mr. Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Yes, Mr. President.
5 by 5. Couldn't get better. Oh, we got a bunch of kids in here. That means we got to get these kids out of here first. We don't want to see what's really going on in the city and have the kids actually feel the actual pain of the city.
First order business.
Want them to pretend like everything's great. Everything we do is fantastic.
Councilmember Soto Martinez
Some
moves.
hearts.
Councilmember McCosker
What's up,
seconds.
Walter?
Next.
Rip.
Combinatory resolutions for
certain.
approval.
Councilmember Hernandez moves. Councilmember Lee seconds.
Everybody gets
Next.
a black.
Mr. President,
What's up,
today is
Darlene,
Tuesday
Laguna,
and it's time for the
Summer?
flag salute.
Very good.
Lobster
Councilmember
2.
Hutt, would you
On
be
Esther.
willing to
Darlene.
lead
Way
us
too
in the
shady.
flag salute,
Way too
please?
heady. Sorry, way too heady. What's up, Rob?
Thank you, President Kukorian.
Boy, a lot of
Everyone
people in there.
stand.
Almost standing room only.
Right hand over your heart.
That's when you don't stand and put your left hand over your heart.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I can't believe they got it right. Can't even believe it. Can't even believe there was not a stumble. Can't believe they got that right.
Agenda, please.
Mr. President, there's a request to hold items 11, 49.
Shout out to Richard
53,
Serrano,
and 54 on the
Daniel
desk.
Gus.substack.com,
Objection,
Rob
that will
Kwan,
be the order. Next.
Items 1 and 2 are
and all the
items
regs,
noticed
of
for public
course.
hearing.
Stacy
Items 3
Segar,
through 31
Bollinger,
are items for which public hearings have been held. The Planning and Land Use Management Committee reports for items
Mr.
27,
Herman,
28,
Mr.
and
Spindler.
29 have been submitted and uploaded to the respective council files. Items 32 through 61 are items for which public hearings have not been held. The financial disclosure statement for item 46 has been submitted and posted online to council file number
video of a crash
23-1200-S55.
Is it really?
All right, guys.
Without objection,
on.
members, those items are now before us.
Already.
Do any members have
All right, I'm going to
items
watch that
they would like
later.
to call
Thank you so
special?
much for that. Appreciate you,
Any
BJ.
specials, members?
I'll watch that a little
Councilmember
bit later.
Soto
Mr.
Martinez?
Harlan. Yeah, hopefully Mr.
so
Harlan's
much,
in the house.
Council President.
Hopefully Mr. Sachs is
that
back. We
right,
haven't
so-
seen Mr. Sachs in a minute.
Oh, well then, yes, please just wave
What's
your
up,
hand
Mello?
so I know that you
Hi,
need to be
Stinks. What are you going
I'd
to
like to
do?
call
Where's
item
you're
seven-
going to
seven
sit so
for,
everybody can see us? Thank
7
you.
for an amendment. Does the
Some
city
dogs
attorney have
gaming?
the amendment yet? There we go.
They've changed the definition of a lot of things. Actually, you can go in and
The amendment
Wikipedia
reads,
and
I
look at
move that
recession.
item number
And see how
7
not
on
only did
today's
they
agenda
change
be amended to
the
update
definition of
the
a
third
recession,
reading clause
but
to
they
the
also
following
locked it,
language.
so you can't change it.
3. Instruct the chief legislative analyst, with the assistance of the city administrative officer,
That's gotta
to
tell you
report to
something.
council
Redefining
on
words.
current laws in the 87 other cities within Los Angeles County that restrict sleeping in the public right-of-way that will impact the city of Los Angeles, comma, and I believe this is the new language in bold, alongside the estimated annual
Breakfast and lunch
costs for
already.
enforcement, both budgeted and overtime, from law enforcement
Breakfast and lunch.
agencies, city personnel, and other associated expenses, including those
thank you.
related to courts, jails, and citations processing. And is there a second to this motion?
What's up, Cheeky?
I'm
Thank
sorry,
you,
was
Dogs
that
Gaming,
Councilmember
again.
Rodriguez seconded? Thank you. All right. Any other specials, members? Councilmember Rodriguez.
I hope
I'd
Jason
like to call
and Brock
items
get in
11,
today.
49,
Shelly Babes,
53, and
Laguna,
54,
Lobster,
special
whoever
for a
else
separate
wants to
vote.
call in. Hopefully they all get their time to talk.
Very good.
What's up,
Thank you.
Wayne?
Mr. Clerk, you got it.
What's up,
You got
Fight
all
Man?
those? You got the numbers on this? The agenda?
Yes,
Thank you,
Okay,
CG.
very good. Councilmember Lee.
It's almost
Thank
time.
you, Mr. President. I'd like to call item number 34 for purposes
Hold
of
on a second. Is that an old, like
34?
rodeo,
Right.
rotary phone he has in his hand? Did you
Amendment
see
reads
that?
I move that item number 34 on today's council agenda be amended to replace recommendation 1 with the following. 1. Authorize the
I know you
executive
saw it
director,
on a
DOD,
platter.
that's the Department of Disability, to A, accept the $10,000
going on
gift
there?
from Disney Worldwide Services Incorporated.
What's up, man?
Check number 0134.
I'm good, Wayne. Just slowly recovering after my long weekend of doing nothing.
Deposit such funds into the DOD
Brains
Trust
couldn't
Fund,
even work.
Fund
Couldn't
number
figure out.
849, and appropriate therein
You know,
for expenditures related to the Real
things-
Abilities Film Festival Los Angeles 2026. And the only change is the adding 2026 and changing it from 2025.
Very good. And I seconded that. Any other specials, members? Specials on my left.
Thank you, Lit Dad. It's
Specials
good to
on my
see you.
right. Going once.
Yeah, I
going
couldn't even think of
twice.
Thornton Township
All right.
today. I'm already,
Then
it's
Mr.
already
Clerk,
out of my
what is
brains.
available now for us to vote
My
on?
little
Mr.
brain.
President, the council may now vote on items
Thank you,
3
conspiracy.
through 6, 8 through 10, 12 through 16, 17
I didn't
through
get my
31.
mega tickets. I don't play the lottery anymore. Well, you want to go down? You want to go down? What do you want to do? Do we just get muted? Did Stinks mute us?
All right.
No.
Those items are now before us. I see no members wishing to be heard, so let's go ahead and open the roll. Close the roll and tabulate the votes.
10 ayes.
You only like 4 kisses, not 14.
All right. With that, I'd like to
love you, buddy.
recognize Councilmember Lee for an announcement.
Hi,
Thank
Lisa.
you, Mr. President. Colleagues, today I want to briefly bring to your attention an incredibly important event that's
Does he
happening
moo?
in
He
1
doesn't.
week from now. As many of
In
us
fact,
know,
he's quite
September
quiet.
is National Suicide Prevention Month, and
Very
an
quiet
opportunity to
cat.
remind
Unless
ourselves that
unless
this
it's
terrible
time to
problem,
EAT,
unfortunately, continues plaguing people everywhere throughout our country.
you really don't hear
So
him at all.
Today, I have with me a good friend
Unless
of mine,
someone
Mr.
comes
Kevin
to the
Wax,
door and then he'll growl
who is
like a
here
dog.
to briefly talk about the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline charity event, which he is hosting to raise funds and increase the level of support
Wanna go
for
down?
those potentially at risk for suicide. For those that don't know, the 988 Lifeline is a single call directly to trained mental health professionals. This is something that was passed with bipartisan support by the federal government. It is shown to be effective in saving lives, but awareness on this resource remains limited, and its effectiveness has only been capped by how few people know about it. So with that, colleagues, I'd like to welcome Mr. Kevin Wax to share some words about the upcoming event.
Great. Thank you, John.
Where's the phone?
So the problem here is getting this out quickly, because if you get me started, this is going to go on much more time than you guys.
Yeah,
have
we
allowed me.
don't need that.
How many
Short
of you
and
know
sweet,
about the
bud.
988 hotline?
Nobody.
Probably not too many.
Right.
The 988 hotline is relatively new. It's 2 years in existence. And what we've found is that most people don't know about it, and it's underfunded.
Why you
and,
biting so
the
big?
awareness needs to go up. So we're doing something about it.
And you bite him.
We put on concerts. We put on events. We did one for you guys. I don't know how many of you were here for COVID back then, and we did the
I was here for the Shamdemic.
telethon for the Mayor's Fund in 2020. We raised a whole ton of money.
I was here last Friday when these guys fired
But
the
this is
cops
a
and
great
firefighters
cause.
for still not
So
taking
to
their
cut
shots.
To the chase, the event
So
that
let's
we're
cut to
putting
that
on is
chase.
this Sunday. It's at the Orpheum Theater in downtown LA. It's raising awareness for 988, and it's raising money. In theory, if you raise awareness, you need more people answering phones. I brought a prop here. This, yeah, right? Does anybody
That's what
remember?
I thought it was. A rotary phone. That's what I thought.
I have a prop.
I'm sure that those are the phones that they're
Raising
actually
awareness
answering
of
too.
the 988, you can use it on the phone. You can use it on a cell phone. You can text it. You will get a
What's a
trained
cell phone?
mental
Can I
health
use it on my
professional answering the
walkie-talkie?
phone, and it's shown to save lives. So again, awareness is our first concern. The second part is raising money.
I can't hear you. You're trailing off. Did I catch a niner in there? Were you calling from a walkie-talkie?
They are the administrators of 988 Services in California. Wonderful organization.
Yeah, you
and they're
can
gonna put
text
money
on
to
those.
use.
They got the little letters
so the good
for
news
each
for all of
one.
you here in the city council
Just
is
have
that
to
we
guess
are not
which
gonna
letter
make you
it
buy a
is.
ticket. We actually, through the grace of
Which one of the
friend
three?
John Lee here, have free tickets for you to attend.
When
the
I put in
event.
one, you got to figure, is it
I
A,
brought some,
B,
but
or
I think
C? And it's like
probably
decoding.
easier that after the meeting, we can give you an email that you can send a request to, and we can get you taken care of. But we do have free tickets for the event. The show itself at the Orpheum is a musical tribute to Donny Hathaway.
Who the
Some of
fuck
the
is
young
Donny
people
Hathaway?
have no idea who that is, but maybe some of the old people like me and John
Holy.
know that Donny Hathaway
fuck
was
up,
a huge soul singer in the 70s who jumped out of a 15-story building at the height of his career.
Oy.
So he is one of those people, and he's got a great story which we're telling in a theater presentation as well as a musical presentation with a great band and a
is
group of
this?
12 incredible singers and musicians.
Come
So
on, bro.
that's it for me. Here's
Thank
the
you.
flyer. I brought some extra ones.
Is your picture
so
all over the
can
flyer
write
like
to
Tiffany
me,
Henyard?
Kevin at
Did you put your
988
picture 7 times on one
awareness.org.
sheet?
That would be the email. Again, Kevin at 988 is the digits. Kevin at 988awareness.org.
I'm calling him right now.
And or you can write to John's office, and we will happily get you.
I'm gonna make that little
free
phone
tickets to the
ring in his
event on
hand.
Sunday. And if you want to make a donation, those are obviously welcome as well.
All right, everybody.
Great. Thank you.
Look how
Thank you very
milky
much.
it is. Milky. What happened there? Bro.
All right.
Bro.
With that,
That's the way to start the
Councilmember
meeting
Hutt,
off on a
are
cheery
you
point.
Prepared with your presentation? We have a big crowd here for a
Come on,
very
get up in there,
important
Heather Hutt. You
presentation
weren't
that will be
elected.
led
You were
by
just thrown in
Councilmember
just
Hutt.
like Kamala.
You have
You
the
can
floor.
hustle your ass up and pay attention. Come on, you were thrown the job because of what you look like and who you are. And that's not because you were the smartest person. That's Not you. Just in case you were thinking that. So, Kumala number 2 right here.
1 second, everyone.
Thank you, Kumala.
Maybe have some of them stand in front of the podium here, too.
Thank you,
So they can all get in the
Kumala.
shot.
That's going to be too difficult for her to figure out. She can't figure out how to do that. That's too much.
And this way. Come on down. 14. There you
Oh,
go.
I see guys. He's back there with his dumb mask on.
Come this way. This way.
I see one regular. I don't see anybody else.
There we go.
Councilmember Hutt, take it away.
Man,
Thank
look at all
you,
the
Mr.
mushroom
President.
cuts. Look at all the
Good
Edgars. Look at
morning,
this Edgar.
colleagues.
That one is a
Today
sweet
I'm
one right
thrilled
there.
to
That's a
welcome
majestic
the Los
Edgar.
Angeles
Look
City
at him. Look at him.
Unified
Look at him.
Football Club to our council chambers. The Los Angeles City
Bro.
United is a groundbreaking initiative, the first of its
I'm going to
kind
go out on a limb
under the
and
city
just tell you
government.
guys that the Asians,
Travel soccer
after
teams
Mo
provide a
invented
youth-
it, the
a youth
Asian folks were the ones that
opportunity within
took
our communities
the Edgar and
who
ran
may
with
not
it.
have the
It's
financial
just other
resources
folks now that have now taken the Edgar and are just
high-level
full
travel
force with it.
competitive programs. Just
letting you know.
4 months ago, LA City United has already achieved a remarkable success. As you can see, they have cups there, winning championships in regional soccer tournaments. I'm also excited and proud to share that this
What's up, Weed
team
Whacker?
is able to utilize the Michelle and Barack Obama Sports Complex, which is in the 10th District, for
Michelle.
training.
The Big
The
Mike
program
fucking
is a
recreational
testament to
center.
the power of the sports to inspire, unite, and empower our young people.
The little
As a single
achievers.
mom, I understand firsthand
The little
the importance
Lebowski
of
urban
programs like
achievers.
this.
That's it.
My kids
Shit,
were
yeah, the
always
achievers.
in the city programs, especially on Saturdays. That's how I kept the house clean. Just saying. They offer more than just physical activity. They teach valuable life lessons
Bro's
such
Edgar.
as teamwork,
I want my Edgar
commitment,
like that
and
one.
perseverance.
That one's like
Los
sweet.
Angeles City United is shaping the future of our
It's just
city by
full
nurturing
and
the
perfect
next
all the way
generation.
around.
I am honored today to have Jimmy Kim, the general manager of the Department of Rec and Parks, here to share more about
What's up,
the
CW?
incredible program.
Just
Before I
enjoying
hand
the
it over to
haircut.
Jimmy, I
Look at
just
it's got
want
a little
you to know
cowlick in the
that
back too.
our
'cause they
council
cut it too
members
short back
take
there.
soccer seriously.
This shit's rad,
And that
dude.
I understand for the team at LA City United that you may be able to recruit some of our council members to play on your team because they had a robust
Edgar.
weekend. And I understand Councilmember McCosker.
Damn,
is
he got a
a
Justin
great
Bieber do.
soccer
I ain't seen the
player.
Bieber. They just
And
flip their
also
hair
that
back. I ain't
Councilman-
seen that in a minute.
Councilmember
The Bieber
Hugo
coming back
Soto
now?
Martinez is the winning soccer player. Fact check.
Just don't hang out with Diddy.
So we're so happy to have you here today, and I'm going to pass it over to our general
Don't
manager,
hang
Jimmy
out
Kim.
with Diddy. He's no good for you.
Good morning. Good morning, Council President and Council members. First off, thank you, Councilmember Hutt, for honoring and recognizing our participants. We have a motto in the Department of Recreation and Parks. We build healthy communities through people, parks, and programs. RAP's ongoing mission is to enrich the lives of Angelenos by providing safe parks and access to recreation and human services. And one of the ways that we fulfill this mission is to provide affordable opportunities for our community. We believe in providing
Edgarville.
excellent quality and value in our programs that we
Not
lead.
all of them have.
Today,
But a
I'm
few,
super
few good
excited
ones in there,
to be
no
here
doubt.
to tell you about one of those quality programs and partnerships. The Department of Recreation and Parks.
Bro,
LA
she's got
City
an Edgar
United
back there, the
Football
one with the
Club
Nike
pilot
swoosh.
Is under the Play LA
Trying to look like her
initiative
kids.
That began last November and is a revolutionary
When the
soccer
coach
program.
tries to be like the kids.
Unlike traditional club soccer, LA City United Football Club is fully subsidized by the city, opening the doors for families who may not have the opportunity
Where's 3-inch shrimp?
to
I don't see him.
participate in such a high-quality program.
Is he back there? Did you see him?
Thanks.
I ain't seen him. I've only seen Mask. Is the only one I've seen so far. There he is back there,
Thanks
all the
to
way in the
generous
corner in the blue.
support of LA 28 and the International Olympic Committee, we've been able to create a soccer program that is
Shimp's dead.
truly accessible and inclusive. Currently, We have over 120 athletes.
Dude, 3-inch shrimp's
across
a big
4 age
dude.
groups,
Like that dude
training at
must be
Obama Sports
6'4".
Complex.
Like he's a.
The players at
Go
Michelle
look
and
at him
Barack
when he
Obama
stands
Sports
next to
Complex
the
represent
cops or whatever.
communities
Take a
within
look at
5 to 10 miles of the center.
He's like a foot taller than
Our goal
Spindler.
is to expand this program to other parts of the city, reaching more young people
And Spindler don't seem
fostering a
small.
strong sense of community. LA City United
Dude's
is
tall.
more than just a soccer program. It's a pathway
part.
to success. Our athletes are developing their skills, building confidence, and learning valuable life
Odd job.
lessons. We believe that every child deserves the opportunity to reach their full potential. And LA City United is committed to
Oh,
making
there's
that
3-inch
happen.
shrimp. Did you see him?
The club mantra
He's at the
is one
he's at the
club,
kiosk. You weren't
one
lying.
city,
He's
united.
at the kiosk right now in the back.
So, if I may,
He's got a black
I would
T-shirt
like
on.
to
I just
introduce
saw him.
Austin Dumas.
Yes,
He
there's
is our
two.
Chief Operating Officer for our Play LA program to provide some information on our exciting partnership between
He's got a
the
sweet
Department
Edgar.
of Recreation and Parks and Angel City Football Club to help support not only LA City United girls participation, but also our Girls Play LA program. So I'd like to introduce Austin Dumas.
Yeah, he was just at the kiosk back there in the corner.
Good morning, Council.
Just
Thank
saw
you,
him
Jimmy.
sign up. There he is. He's talking to the cops. Look at him.
As we recognize,
You see,
the
look, he's
boys
taller than every
with
cop
LA
right
City
there. A
United,
foot taller
I'm
almost.
also
You see
excited
that?
to announce that on the girls' side, we found an incredible partner. A partner that is here in LA, in South LA, right down the street on Figueroa.
No.
Our professional women's soccer team, Angel City Football Club, is going to step up and support the girls to make sure that we have gender equity in sports throughout the city of Los Angeles.
So why
I'm
don't
happy
you
that
have
they're
a
gonna
good
not
boys
only the
team beat the
competitive
shit out of
side,
the good
but they're
girls
gonna
team?
do
That'll make them
the
feel
developmental
good.
side as well as
Kind of like the
recreation,
U.S.
so all
Olympic
three
team.
levels.
They got
We're
smoked by
planning
the
on
high
serving
school
over
team.
14,000 girls throughout the city of Los Angeles. Everybody give me a round of applause. 14,000 girls.
Because that's fair to the young ladies who just want to play against other young ladies.
I would like to introduce Catherine from Angel City to say a few words. Catherine.
Oh, here she is. She got a like I told you. She got a Billy Ray Cyrus.
Thank you to the council. Thank you, Councilmember Hutt and Austin and Jimmy. It is such an honor and pleasure to be here today. I will say I had the great pleasure of riding up in the elevator with some of these young players here, and it got me really excited about the future. Because we know that for girls and gender-expansive youth, the love affair with soccer can start at a young age.
None of them are
but
girls
only if
there.
you
Aren't
have
they all
access.
boys that I see?
And over the past 2 years working
You see
with
any
Austin
girls?
and the entire City of Los
Besides
Angeles
her.
Department of Recreation and Parks, we have found a partner who believes that every child should have access to soccer, to all sport, but we're focused on soccer, but to all sport, regardless of whatever financial, cultural, transportation barriers there might be. And
I
having
did
the
not,
opportunity
Greg.
to connect these girls and gender-expansive youth with the
Where's the
incredible
girls?
women players of
I don't
Angel
see
City
one
Football
girl
Club,
there. I see
is a dream come true. and
40
we can't
boys.
wait, to start this program.
You guys
and
see any
grow it
girls?
With all of you, so thank you so much. Thank you.
I mean, besides the one who just spoke, do you see one girl? I don't see one girl. What is she talking about?
Next, we have Luan Lai, Executive Director of
What's
the
up,
LA
Jason?
City United Football Club.
Thank you so much.
Where are the girls?
I just
that
wanna
she's referring
first take
to.
this opportunity to thank Jimmy and the city, the Rec and Parks city leadership for all the support that we've had.
There's one in the
Without
back
his
row, you
support,
saying.
without
Okay,
the
let me
vision,
see.
And without the collaboration, we wouldn't have been here today. I think this is one of the most exciting things that I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, we call it
And
soccer
for
here,
us
not
to stand
football.
here with all these
We don't want it
family
to get in
members, I call,
mixed up with actual
after just
football. And
maybe
again, every
6
picture they
months
show me is boys.
is amazing. And so this
Every
all came about
every one of them
as
is a boy.
vision
Where's the girl in the
when
back
we
row?
came into,
Talk about the little blonde one there. That looks like a
Obama
boy to
Center,
me.
and we sat there.
Just has longer
and the thought
hair.
Was why not? Right? That was the question that we asked. Why not?
Yeah,
LA?
there he is right there. I just
Not
saw him
this
in the
diverse
picture.
community
He's a
with
boy.
All the talent that we have for us to be.
It's a
the
boy.
very
I don't
best.
know what he
I just wanted to
identifies
take this
as.
opportunity
It's a little
to
boy.
thank all the coaches who have made this possible because they came in. Yes.
I don't see one girl. I don't know what she's talking about.
So, from the 2011 A team, Michael Orozco. Where are you?
Still haven't seen one yet. In every photo that they put up, little
Coach
video,
Manuel
not
Manny
one.
Martinez.
Yeah, this is boys only, so why was she
And then
talking about the
from
girls? And
2011C as well as the 2014B, Coach Esteban Labra.
it's always fighting for equality when you should just be honoring the boys that
senior.
what they did. Obviously, they're champs.
As well as
Obviously, they
Sebastian
won
Labra.
a few different titles, as you can see. 4,
we're
count.
tirelessly out there. This is a commitment. It's a lifestyle, and most of these families
Edgar
are starting to
Rapinoe.
realize what commitment it takes for us to be at the next level. And I just want to kind of say that this is the city's.
And I want girls
They're
to play soccer.
representing
They should
us
play
right
soccer,
here. They're
but
representing
against other
everybody in this
girls.
room, and I'm so proud.
And
of
not
the
little
fact
boys that
we
think
are
they're girls.
Here today and getting
Just
a
my
chance to
opinion.
Represent
And that's
talk
what
to
I'm
you
trying to get
about
at.
it. Thank
For
you.
the ones who don't understand what I keep talking about. Okay? Let the little girls thrive against little girls.
Before we finish, I
Or
just
women
want
or young
to
ladies.
take a point of personal privilege as a single mom and knowing what it takes to get your kids to the parks to participate. Can the family members just stand up real
I'm all
quick?
for kids
Let's
getting
give them a
out,
big
playing
round.
sports, and not sitting at home on a computer. It's the best thing for them. I'm all for that. But I don't understand the whole gender equality thing that you got to indoctrinate them while they just won.
Well, thank you very
You
much.
can't give them 2
Councilmember
minutes
Hutt.
without your gender
I would,
equality
before we close, I would like to
indoctrination
recognize Councilmember
bullshit.
Soto
And there she is right there, mullet.
Thank you
I
so
get
much,
it. She wants
Council
to be a
President.
man. She will never be
this
a man.
is,
Never.
probably one of the more exciting
Strap a fake dick to
presentations
you.
I've heard in-
Dress
in
like
a
a
couple
boy.
of
Wear
months.
boxer shorts.
Because it really
still a girl.
This is exactly the kind of programs that we
And
need
you're a
to
little
have
girl in my mind with
the
your
entire city of
mentality.
Los
You're not a woman. I won't use that word.
When we think about
I won't shame
all
women
the issues
that are women
we
and
have in our
know
city,
so.
right? Oftentimes we forget about, well, how can we solve them in a way that's a little different, that's a little creative? We're talking about literally dozens and dozens of folks from the community that came into this program, had the amazing coaches, had support from their parents, had support from Angel City, from the Parks Foundation, from so many folks coming together to collaborate and taking kids that would normally not have access to any of this. Not only did they come together, but they won. I see multiple championships here. I was talking to the kids, right?
Multiple. See, look at that. 6 of them. My bad. I didn't even
lift
see the
those
2 in the
trophies,
fucking
that's
back.
Right. Show them off.
Shit.
But to think about,
Motherfuckers are
we're
dominant
taking
right
working
there.
I think mostly working class folks, teaching them
These little guys can
self-esteem,
play, apparently.
team building, and so much more. And this is the kind of programs that will put people in a very different
What's up,
trajectory had they not been part of it. And what was not spoken about this program, which I learned from our wonderful general manager, Mr. Kim.
So you
is
thought
that
the
it's
blonde
also
one was. That's a
breaking
boy.
the
You
pay-to-play
clearly see he's a
system
boy.
that plagues
Just
so
has
many
long hair.
different sports.
My friend, he's got a
in the
son.
United States.
Got really
Unfortunately,
long hair.
Other
He
countries
loves
have
his
very
long hair.
different systems. So not
He's
only are we
clearly a
teaching
boy
our
and
young
identifies
folks
as one.
all these life skills, but we're also, on a much more national scale, creating a system that will create much better players, more access, and hopefully, put the men's national team on a better trajectory, because we know the women's national team is doing just great, but the men need a little bit of help. That's right.
Yeah, because the competition's a lot higher in the men's
super
field.
Excited.
Knee
I want to
bender.
learn more about this program. I know it's going to come to 13, but this is just
To be fairness
just
to the
phenomenal
men.
work, and everyone that was part of it. I know there's a lot of.
I
folks
know
who are
there's a
coming
lot
out
of
here
men
today.
hating going on in front of a bunch of little boys,
gratitude for
which is
everyone
really
who put this
fucking
together.
sad.
It's a labor of love. It's a community to put this together, but let's see this more in the district, and let's just keep improving it. But just very excited.
Somebody
to see this.
with a vagina cone queef in his fucking face.
Thank you.
Knee
Councilmember
bending
McCosker.
Fucking moron. Again,
Thank you so much.
always goes back to
Councilmember,
their
for bringing
agenda,
in
not
these great
not
kids,
about the
these great
kids.
Athletes. I want to thank everybody involved with this program. I got a chance to meet some of the kids at the beginning and hold your trophies. What great memories you have. I mean, these will be memories for the rest of your life. I absolutely guarantee you from this side of age. I also want to just thank Jimmy, our general manager, because I know that he's really interested in bringing a similar program to Wilmington, California, another community that loves soccer. We don't have enough rec soccer, so I thank you very much for the
Shit, Wilmington's the ghetto, homie.
and look forward to partnering.
Nobody goes to
You guys,
Wilmington unless you live there or
Enjoy
you
it.
have to.
Welcome to City Hall.
Wilmington's a city that nobody. Oh, let's go hang out
Thank you.
on the
Councilmember
weekend in
Hernandez.
Wilmington. It's not Marina
Thank
Del
you,
Rey.
Councilwoman,
It's not Beverly
for bringing
Hills.
This presentation forward.
It's not
Congratulations on all
Alhambra.
your trophies.
Not any Monterey
Jimmy,
Park.
thank
Nowhere.
you so much for doing the
It's
work
Wilmington.
to make this happen.
It's bad.
And please let us know in this upcoming budget cycle what it'll take to get more of these programs throughout the entire city. Because I want one of these in our city, in our district too. Thank you.
Harbor area, don't
Thank
like
you very
vote.
much. And Councilmember Hernandez, on the subject of budget, let me just say, first of all, I think on behalf of the entire council, let me just express our thanks to the men and women of the Department of Recreation and Parks, who, as I always say, as long as I've been here, have been underfunded and understaffed, and yet every day they get up in the morning and put it together somehow. Sometimes it's with duct tape and baling wire, but they put
There
together
he is back there. Look
sports
at him,
programming,
studying his
recreational
lines, studying his
programming
song.
for all Angelinos in every neighborhood of this city.
3-inch shrimp, baby.
Against all odds. So, Jimmy, to you and your staff, thank you very much.
3-inch shrimp
And
who's
Play
fucking
LA
6'6"
is one of the things that this city should really be exceptionally proud of. And all the benefits that you described, Councilmember
Sure, he's
Soto
hung like
Martinez,
a-
about
like a
sports and
Chinese
the importance
horse.
of sports and building citizens. That's what Play LA is doing in
LA?
every park, in every neighborhood of this city.
That's it, Lit Dad. You drive through
and
it, not to it.
achieving gender parity as well, which is something that has been woefully missing for too many years. And thanks to Play LA and Girls Play LA throughout Los Angeles, we're able to do that. And on this subject of the budget, we should remind ourselves that the
Not one
2028
girl. I'm looking
Olympics
again slowly. Not
has-
one girl.
it
All boys.
has already produced benefits to this city
what was she
without
talking
which
about?
none of these kids would be here today to celebrate this.
There's the gender bender over there, Angel City.
$160 million of youth sports programming is coming from the 2028 Olympics, and had started coming 6 years before.
I wish you guys would
opening
lose the
ceremonies of
Olympic
those
bid. That would be fantastic.
We are still benefiting.
Fuck the Olympics.
40 years later from the 1984 Olympics through the LA 84 Foundation, which is supporting youth programming throughout Los Angeles. So it really bears remembering how important this funding is to be able to have programs like this throughout the city. And let me just on behalf of the council also thank Angel City. And Ms. Davila, thank you for being here and representing Angel City, which has been such an
tower over
extraordinary
there. All of a sudden, he loves the tower again.
Of
He
this
hasn't
city
been in there in
so
fucking
many ways.
5
And this
months,
is yet just another
maybe
example.
more.
So thank you all very much. And if we can just make sure that all of our athletes are in the shot. You all are on television right now, so let's show your
Everybody
hardware
raise their
again.
fingers.
Wait for the camera.
Is that Donald Harlan? Bro, I think
And
Donald
thank
Harlan
you all
just
very
walked
much.
in.
Councilmember
No
Hutt,
joke.
thank you so much for bringing
I'm
such
pretty sure that was Donald
an
Harlan.
inspiring presentation to us today.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just want to
think he
say
just walked in.
congratulations again. We're looking forward to the next season and glad to see that other members want to do an expansion of the hard work of Jimmy Kim. Thank you all, everybody who participated in making this happen, and including the parents, the families.
That would be 3 in the house.
All right. Thank you all
At
very,
least
very
that
much.
are verified there. Yes, there he is, right there. Look at the end seat, the gray sweater. That's fucking Donald Harlan. There he is. So it's official. 3 in the back. All of them are in the back there. 3-inch shrimp, and Mr. Harlan are all in the house. And I have a feeling that both Spindler and Herman are outside smoking a joint, and they'll be in momentarily. They're right there with their bags of puff and their Circle K coffee. Ah, man. You haven't seen 3-inch shrimp? 50 cal, he's that really large Asian gentleman in the corner. He proceeded to tell us one day and then quite a few days after that he has a 3-inch cock. And that he shouldn't be discriminated on Figueroa or any other place
All right,
because of
so
the size of his
as
cock.
We're taking a few more pictures. We'll be ready.
There he
to
is, right
begin
there. The guy
public
walking
comment
in the
in a
very
moment.
back
So,
with the
Mr.
white
Clerk, Mr.
with the
City
white
Attorney,
papers
if
in
you
his
could
hand.
Please go ahead and read in the instructions
And the
for
black
comment,
shirt.
please.
It's a big dude.
Thank you, Mr. President. As indicated on the agenda, members of the public wishing to offer public
Hopefully he
comment should
tells
call
you today about his 3-inch dick, 50 cal. I'm hoping.
5252 and use meeting ID number 160-535-8466.
He sings. He's got a 3-inch cock.
and then
Ladies,
press
he is
pound.
available.
Then press pound again when prompted for participant ID. Once admitted into a meeting, press star
At least
9
you won't
to
be
request to
sore.
speak. When it is your turn to speak, an automated Zoom voice
I don't
will
know,
ask you
though.
to press
Maybe he
star
will
6
be.
to
Somebody's
unmute.
like
Then
6'6". He's
repeat.
banging that
Call
3-inch shrimp into you.
669-254-5252
The body weight, maybe?
5252 and use
Maybe
meeting
your
ID
vagina
number
won't be sore, but the rest of you will be?
160-535-8466
From just the
and then
slamming?
press pound. Then press pound again when prompted for a participant ID. Once admitted into the meeting, press star 9 to request to speak. When it is your turn to speak, an automated Zoom voice will ask you to press star 6
I
to
don't
mute.
think he's homeless.
To people providing
I
public
think
comment,
Willie,
when it is your turn to speak, either at
Mr.
the
Sachs
podium
might be.
or at the-
I
on
think
the
so.
phones,
Because he's
please
always
state
coming in
which
with
of
all
the
that
agenda
garbage.
items
But that
you'd like
doesn't
to
mean
speak
so,
to.
because I know plenty
You
of
will have 1
hoarders.
minute per item.
I've met
up to
plenty
3
of them.
minutes total for the items open.
And they
for
just
public
hoard
comment.
everything. You give them a
We will tell you
receipt,
when your time is up.
a flyer on the
When
street about the
speaking on
car wash
agenda
down the
items,
street. They don't even
you
have a
must be
car,
on
but they
topic.
want to keep it.
Our goal is to get through as many speakers as we can. If you are not on topic, or if we cannot tell whether you are on topic, you will get one brief warning from me or the council president. At that point, you need to get immediately and clearly on topic. If you do not do so, or if you again stray off topic, you will forfeit the rest of your speaking time, and we will move on
Just
to the
rewind
next
it, Cali
speaker.
girl, and you can see the number.
The items
Remember, you're
open
in
for public
YouTube.
comment are items
You can
1
rewind.
and 2, and items 32 through 61.
His hair
Again,
is pretty
the
fucked up
items
today.
that are open for
Again,
public
in the
comment
back.
on the agenda are items 1 and 2, and items 32 through 61. Members of the public may also speak for up to 1 minute for general public comment. During general public comment, members of the public may speak to any of the items or anything else in the city's subject matter jurisdiction. For members of the public calling in, when it is your turn to speak, an automated message from Zoom will prompt you to press star 6 to unmute yourself. If you do not do so, council staff will prompt you once more. At that point, you need to immediately unmute yourself, or unfortunately, you will forfeit your speaking time, and we will have to move on to the next speaker. Finally, because of a brief time delay between the live meeting and the broadcast, 2 things are important. First, while waiting for your turn to speak on the phones, please keep an ear to the phone so you know in real time when it is your turn to press star 6 to unmute. Second, if you're listening to this meeting on another device, please turn down the volume on that device immediately when it's your turn to speak. Between feedback and the time delay, it will cause a great deal of confusion if you continue to listen on your other devices. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. I'm going to call a series of names. As I call your name,
here we
please
go,
make your
ladies and
way
gentlemen.
to the left-hand side of the council chambers.
get it.
So our sergeants can direct you up to the podium. Donald Harlan.
Oh, yes.
Mark Williams.
Let's start off
Eddie
with a bang.
Garcia. Andrew Grabner. Stacy Cigar Bollinger.
Oh.
And Abella Danger, please.
Okay, so again, viewer discretion. Look how everybody's gone. Holy shit, everybody's gone but 3 people. The under-over, ladies and gentlemen,
My name
is
Mark
10.
Williams. I'm concerned citizens of South Central Los Angeles.
Under-over's 10.
And which items would you like to speak to?
General comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
The Los Angeles Unified School District deliberately sabotaged a dozen synthetic soccer fields, using tens of millions of bond dollars to backfill LAUSD budgets, obligating property taxpayers for hundreds of millions of dollars in bond debt. The Board of Education suppressed an OIG report that details the fraud. The LA City Council is complicit in that cover-up. It walked away from more than $500,000
Sounds right.
in Prop K funding. The question this election season is who is responsible to pay hundreds of millions of dollars in fraudulent bond debt? The defrauded property taxpayers or the district's insurers? Everybody on the election ballot is going to be responsible for answering that question.
Thank you very much.
Good.
Next speaker,
They don't
please.
care. Under-over is 10 for ums and uhs. Here we go.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
I would like to speak on the items listed on the kiosk. All items and general public comment. You already know that.
So you have 3 items. You have 3 minutes.
Two,
for
and
the
he
items
hasn't
and 1
started
minute for
yet.
general. Please begin with the items.
All right. Item 33 is a pedestrian bridge project for Valley College to connected to park space. That sounds okay. We have, let's see, item 35 is Harbor Park Pool, keeping it open through September 29th. How about this? I looked it up. It looks like it's an outdoor pool. How about you keep it open until it's like December and 30 degrees outside? When it's like about March or so, it starts getting warmer again. Open it back up. So just keep it closed for the freezing cold months, and then the rest of the year it should be open and open for the public. But you want to do that because you don't want to fund these pools, and you want to just give it to the LAPD. Yeah. We have, let's see, item 38, reward money for snitches. This was from like 2017. You're never going to find the person. Come on, give it up. It was like several years ago. You're never finding the person. We have item 39. That's lighting up City Hall for Indonesian National Day on August 16th, 2024, half a month ago. So I'm interested in what the late fee that you all are going to pay for it is, what the late fee is, because obviously you're going to have a late fee on this since you're paying it late, kind of like how the city charges people late fees when they pay their bills late. But you can just pay your bills a month and a half month later, and no issue. Just pay it whenever. I guess that's how it works with you, 15. We have item 40, continuous beautification services in CD9. Hopefully Kern's wife isn't involved with any of that stuff. We have item 41, that's neighborhood services in CD15. Not even sure what those are. We have 42, HUT, fake council member, enhancing operations and services in Africa Town and West Adams. We have, let's see, somewhere on here I thought was Blumenfield's thing. It was Blumenfield getting pointed to as President Pro Tem. I'm not sure what item that is, but I think it's on today's agenda. But yeah, Blumenfield should not be the President Pro Tem of this council. Whenever he runs the meetings, it's just like a disaster. It's less of a disaster than Paul, but it's he's just making up rules, just whatever he feels like, whatever annoys him. That's just yeah, that's times 60. So no on Bob Blumenfield, and he's also very pro-genocide, so that's another and he's Kevin De Leon's best buddy.
General public comment.
Speaking of Kevin De Leon, so this weekend, Kevin, you were like doing something really weird, like going up to people's doors and like coming in to cook meals in their kitchen. It's just bizarre. Like, you're just weird. Most, like, you put the, like, 2 people that agreed to it. Most people probably just laughed in your face. Because, like, who would invite a canvasser into their house to cook a meal in their kitchen? Like, this is just bizarre. Just creepy. Like, what? He's just desperate because he's badly losing the election. He's way behind in the polls. Isabella's gonna, get so many more votes than Kevin in this election. Just give it up. God. Yeah. So resign.
Wow, 9. Under's the winner by 1.
The only pussy he's ever touched was his mum's when he fell out of it.
There's some weird guys out there.
Under's win.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
Thank you very much, Mr. City Attorney. If you allow me, I would like to speak on 38, 39, 40, and the general public comment continue on 40.
So you have
most of you were losers. Almost all you.
Thank you very much, Mr.
All went
City
for the
Attorney.
over.
Señora intérprete, yo nunca dije que yo iba a gritar. Por favor, no mintes, no mintes. Item number 38. It's about the murder reward offer for the murder. In the city of LA, I really wish that every time there's a murder, that our city council member can work with LAPD, that we can come up with a plan to catch those murder. Otherwise, every time somebody was died, somebody was murdered, and we continue to see this, that let's ask the public to help us to find the murder. So, Mr. City Attorney, I feel there's no such thing as law and order. There's no such thing as punishment for murder anymore, because day after day, week after week, we are continue to asking the member of the public to find the murder. At the same time, I really don't know what else can I say after saying it 100 times. Number 39. 幸福只剩一杯沙漏，眼睁睁看着一幕幕甜蜜不会再有，原本平凡无奇的拥有，到现在竟像是无助的奢求。我一开始练习，开始慢慢着急，着急这世界没有你，已经和眼泪说好不哭泣，但倒数计时的爱该怎么继续？我天天练习，天天都会熟悉，在没有你的城市里，试着删除每个两人世界里那些曾经共同拥有的一切美好和回忆。
So we can move on to your next item.
Item number 40.
Love it.
用起伏的背影挡住哭泣的心，有些故事不必说给每个人听，许多眼睛看得太浅太近，错过我没被看见那个自己。等下一个天亮，去上次牵手赏花那里散步好吗？有些积雪会自己融化，你的肩膀是我豁达的天堂。等下一个天亮，把偷拍我看海的照片送我好吗？我喜欢我飞舞的头发和飘着雨还是眺望的眼光，用简单的言语解开超载的心。
Spinners right there.
情绪是该说给懂的人听，你的热泪比我激动练习，我发誓要更努力，更有勇气。等下一个天亮，去上次牵手赏花那里散步好吗？有些积雪会自己融化，你的肩膀是我豁达的天堂。等下一个天亮，把偷拍我看海的照片送我好吗？我喜欢我飞舞的头发和飘着雨还是飘望的眼光。
Thank you. Your time has expired. Next speaker, please.
I'm top player hater from Korea.
And I will also call
There we go.
Spindler and Shelley and
viewer discretion
that
is
will be it
advised.
for council chambers. Mr. Harlan, good morning.
Oh,
Hi, I'm Donald Harlan. I'd like to speak on all the available agenda items and general comment.
Okay, so you have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general. Please begin with the items.
Agenda item number 1, Port of Los Angeles tariffs. I'm really concerned that the Port of Long Beach is making some kind of play to charge people for things they're not supposed to. People trying to cut themselves into the supply chain. Oh, I own this and that, and they don't. The Port of Long Beach is planning a big illegal expansion, and they're trying to fund that by putting people in the city of Los Angeles to charge fees for things they shouldn't, so they could collect them. And I would point out CEQA is not a government agency. CEQA doesn't have any money. It's not a real thing. If you find somebody at CEQA collecting money from the Port of Los Angeles, shoot first and ask questions later, because we keep real good track of things here. They're not getting away with anything. Agenda item 37, Starbucks. Concerning Starbucks. Starbucks doesn't own any real estate. Nope. Starbucks doesn't own any of those properties. Those people building Starbucks don't own any of those properties. Nobody in the city should be funding Starbucks to build things. Agenda item 42, Adams Lemert Park Center. No more social programming.
Man, it won't work.
There's too much illegal real estate on agenda item 42. No, they don't need money for social programs over there, a place to hang out. Item 43, arts developments. No, we don't need money in the community for arts developments. Definitely something the city is doing too much of that they shouldn't be. Item 44, Central American Resource Center, no.
No.
We always find out later that none of those people are even from Central America. Okay, agenda items 46 through 60. How can you have a board of human relations with no humans? I mean, it sounds like a civil rights scam. And how do you run a human resources with no humans? I mean, can you see a problem there? I mean, just look at you guys. You're a bunch of retards. Who in the hell hired you guys? Yeah, human resources, right. And you're not human. Okay, concerning illegal developments as consent items, we need to have these illegal developments in normal discussions rather than consent items. Oh, misspending homeless assistance money for real estate
He's getting
development. You guys are screwed on that.
General public comment?
He's getting back to his old self.
Okay, I was concerning about their renting airport spaces. Keep real good data on the people making deals, people trying to cut themselves in. Who's trying to pay who to rent airport spaces? That's bound to bring international attention here in Los Angeles, especially if you're running an unwanted and illegal tourism business here, or short-term rentals or Airbnb. We need to keep data on who's renting airports. Yeah, that travel and tourism business is way out of control here. It's not really welcome. I'm not trying to run a travel and tourism business here. Illegal developments on consent items. Lots of illegally developed property. Just run as a consent item through you guys. That shouldn't be. Definitely no. Misspent homeless money. Well, you guys are in trouble for that. They shouldn't be spending it on that at all.
Mr. Harlan, your time has expired. Next speaker.
I own the Port of Los Angeles. That's my property.
As our next speaker is
You're
coming
not
up,
to be
I just wanna
hiring anybody
make sure
into
again,
the Port
I
of
called
Los
previously
Angeles.
Stacy, Eddie,
You're not to be building
and
anything
Shelley.
in the Port of Los Angeles.
I don't see anybody
the
coming
city's
up,
never
so-
owned the Port of Los
Mr. Spindler, go
Angeles.
ahead.
Good morning. You have 3 minutes for the
Your
items.
discretion
1
is
minute.
advised.
The number one, fuck bucket head asshole, city fine for whatsoever consumer price index or urban consumer. Stupid ass, but because girl dickhead, no. Number two, public necessity.
I'm sorry. I actually can't understand which item you're speaking to. I think you said number 4, which is not open for public comment.
No, I
So,
talk like you from jungle number one.
So I'm going to say that this is unintelligible. This is your only warning.
Oh, come on.
Please stick to the items. I'm going to move you to general.
I thought to number 2, 8 item. We'll go to unit C,
Sorry, guys, I'm trying
stand
to
for
fix this.
cunt, 1415 South Los Angeles Street, for booze. You have to go drink lot of booze to live in city. So you go slap bitch across your face, you get drunk. Blah, blah, and blah, you know about that. How come people keep drink too much? Then you go to other item. Let's see here. Hopefully, I find more items to speak on, because Pumpkinhead did not tell me what I speak on. Number 32, Big Fat Ulysses has a big fat rent escrow program for East Alice in Wonderland Street. Fuck landlord. Then number 33, Coldwater Canyon over in Armenian Buckethead CD2 transfer $150 plus $25 for the park space. So homeless criminal can camp over in the Public Art Resource Center so they can shit on wall and then public work clean. Number 34, Department of Disability. Yes, 34 I support because I have Tourette's syndrome and I have a disability and a God complex and a felony record. Accept $10,000 gift from Disney Worldwide Service. That's for Mickey Mouse. You support Mickey Mouse? Oh, I support Mickey Mouse. That's right, thank you. That was voice in my mind, thank you. It come out sometime because I have Tourette's syndrome. Number 35, Harbor Park Pool, I support. I go to CD15, go into water, it clean me because I have acrophobia and hydrophobia. Pat McCosker, you know what I talk about. Then I can shit and piss in pool, and then I come out relieved. I don't have to wash my hands when I shit. It's a good thing. Thank you, I support.
General public comment.
And now for the general public comment, y'all. October 7th will be the day that Jose Luis Huizar surrenders to the FBI. He got himself 33rd-day extension. Let's give him a hand. That's right. Good man, Jose Huizar. He built all the motherfucking buildings down there near LA Live. And he got all of the bucks in those bucket boxes of liquor. So I'm setting up a fund. I'm trying to raise enough money to buy Jose Huizar a gift from the city council. A case of Johnny Walker Blue Label Scotch in honor of the boxes with the drug money. Let's give him a hand. So I'll be passing a hat along, actually a bucket along. I urge all you council members to donate to the Jose Luis Huizar Fund so he can get drunk one more time before
Your time has expired mercifully. So please have a seat. That will close public
Get up
comment
out of
to
here.
the council chambers. We'll go next to the phones.
Somebody signed Stacy
First
up,
caller,
but she
please.
wasn't there. Sucks.
First caller, which items would you like to speak on?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Which items would you like to speak to?
Can I please speak on item 60 and general public comment?
Yes, so you have 1 minute for item number 60 and 1 minute for general. Please
Here we
begin
go,
with the
guys,
item.
on the phones.
Thank you. Be aware of this critical vote and vote no. Councilmember Bob Blumenfield has had members of the public arrested for their public comment. He claims he thinks the Brown Act is too lax on free speech due to his fragile emotional state and anxiety triggered by lampoon statements in public comment. He is not qualified for pro temp president of the LA City Council. The corrupt inner circle within the City Council is attempting to quietly position their accomplices to powerful roles in City Hall, moving in lockstep with silencing the public. Vote no on appointing yet another corrupt inner circle member into the leadership position capable of silencing the public and directing meetings further into this communist censorship practices. General public comment, please.
Okay, so you have 1 minute.
Thank you. Regarding the policy titled Proof Full Vaccination with COVID-19 Vaccine Required to Enter Certain Public Locations, a sunset is not enough. We, the people, demand redress to the grievances caused by these unconstitutional and illegal ordinances.
Yep.
We, the people, won't forget being turned away from City Hall due to these discriminatory policies. We, the people, won't forget being told we were not allowed to go to school or work. due to these discriminatory policies.
Yep.
Thank you for my time. God bless you. God bless America.
100% right.
Thank you. Next caller.
100% right. Can't disagree.
Next caller.
Still doing it
Adams, would you like to speak
till
on?
this day.
Yes, good morning. Thank you. Tonight on Wednesday.
Great panderer.
Good morning. Which item? Okay.
And God bless Miss Hutt.
Yes, so you have 3
The
minutes
great
for the items and
panderer.
1 minute for
There he
general.
is. He's
Please begin with the
pandering to Hut.
Thank you, sir. Item 1, the tariff, and the Port of Los Angeles is so important to us, and
Oh, yeah.
the changes that have taken place there. I really do support the councilman on this issue, McCosker. Let's move on to item 19. Bravo, Mr. C, with the Granada Hills bid. This is outstanding.
So item number 19 is not open for public comment.
Oh, okay. That one is out. And then how about 28, the reward, correct?
So
That
you
120
have
is
one.
the
So
reward?
the items that are open for public comment are 1 and 2 and 32 through 61.
Gross, West.
Okay, all right, so the reward, I'm all in favor of that. How about 44, the Labor Center, correct?
Go ahead.
That's available. Thank you. Because I was denied on I believe Friday to speak on this, to those laborers, the fast food laborers who are not represented, the hotel laborers who were not represented that day, to the farm workers who were out there this weekend, while the rest of the laborers from the union were having their wonderful barbecues. God bless you. When they were there, they were saying, si se puede. I say to you laborers who are forgotten, God bless you, because you run this country, you take care of this country, and because I know what it's like to work in the fields, I know what you suffer and what you are going through, and again, God bless you. Item 60, let's move on to item 60. I criticize some of the members of the council, but one of my favorites is Mr. Blumenfield. I'm sorry, he's got the cojones. He's willing to stand and fight. He's willing, even when his family was insulted by that idiot Jason from Figueroa. The man stood tall. He didn't bend like me and get angry and revengeful. Mr. Blumenfield stood tall, so I support Mr. Blumenfield. I wish he was president, but we'll take pro temp. May I move on to
Jason's living
public
rent-free.
comment?
Yes, you have 1 minute for general public.
Rent-free, baby.
Thank you, sir. Miss Hutt, God bless you. That was a beautiful presentation, and thank God that knucklehead wasn't back there making all these faces and finger signs. But, we had this kind of a program out in Van Nuys in the late 90s and early 2001, and it was all started with Mr. Lee. Yes, Mr. Lee, who was just an assistant to Mr. Cardenas, and I'm not a big fan of Mr. Cardenas, but they brought the T&I programs with the mayor and Miss Cindy Miskinkowski, and we developed Delano Park, and we developed the soccer programs, and now we have a beautiful building. But Mr. Lee is the one that gave us the seed money on that, and we went on to build something beautiful and programming that is outstanding. So, again, Ms. Hutt, God bless you. You did a great job. It was a wonderful thing to see. And let's make sure we keep the idiot from behind there insulting these presentations. Thank you.
Thank you. Next caller,
Jason's
please.
still got in his head a little.
Next caller, which items would you like to speak on?
Richard Serrano, candidate CD6.
Vote
Would like
for-
to speak on all items and general public comment.
Vote
Good morning.
Serrano.
You have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general. Please begin with the items.
Good morning to you. For the unions, number 9, I believe that was, for Mr. McCosker, 100% stand behind the late worker.
Speaker, item number 9 is not open for public comment.
The one, what number is the one for the labor, the ports? McCosker's motion. Funding for the union.
Brock's probably on hold right now, I bet.
Mr. City, if you can just repeat the agenda items, please, that are open for your public
So
comment.
the items that are open
While
for
his
public
time is
comment
running.
are items 1 and 2 and 32 through 61.
Okay, then I think it was 1. It was for the labor at the harbor. Is that the one?
So item number 1 is the presentation of an ordinance related to the harbor. It's Tariffs.
Okay, the harbor should get anything it needs to keep the labor force working. All union people there, no automated to get the workforce done. Because as you see, when we have crises and the electrical situations where we get a cyber attack, we get shut down. The workforce, we show up when there's an emergency. Computers won't. They can't. So the harbor should stay manned by the human resources, and they should get everything they need to keep going. Even though they are proprietary division, that money should be going to those workers, because when one gets hurt, they all get hurt, as I said. Number 44, I believe it was, that we're speaking on, the other item. That one open?
Yes, go ahead.
We go into a situation where you have, again, the labor support. We need to get these people. You guys applaud them when they come into the hall for Labor Day, but you make them stress and fight to get what they need. And no less than if you were on that side of the podium, you would want it for yourselves. A modest living wage where they're not having to live in their car next to their jobs. That's something sustainable. We can do it. We can be our own city, our own state. Just LA can do it. We can sustain ourselves because we have the number there. We don't just go give money away to every nonsense, celebration. No one would ever be hungry or homeless in the city of LA if you thought that way. But who am I, right? 60 for the election for pro temp. Bloomingfield, probably the most outstanding one there too, with resources and the education to push forward on that. If you put Monica Rodriguez in there, Monica Rodriguez in there, we're going to have a Nuri situation sooner or later. And then no one's going to know because, again, she says one thing and her actions are the opposite of her after her election.
Yep.
So, yeah, let's keep it where somebody at least sees
general public
you can
comment.
Read him and he's good with the people. Now, public comment. Irony that we have a movie that just dropped, 1992. And with that movie being said that we're having the same problem in Mission Division, 3 officers going to be indicted from stealing from the people they were arresting.
Oops.
And there's a reason that the chief asked for being able to dismiss those officers because it's not the protective league. It's LAPD protective league no more. It's the crime defense league. It's just so much, and you guys are about to hire people just to get bodies in uniforms and have a bigger problem on your hands. If they're not qualified, they shouldn't be a badge and a gun, and again, protected by that they're not financially or physically liable for it. Just keep it in mind. We got a lot coming up in LA, and you can't put that kind of power in LAPD's workforce.
Caller, your time
God
is expired.
bless LA.
Thank you.
God bless LA. Shout out to Richard.
Next caller, which items would you like to speak on?
Good morning. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you. Which items would you like to speak to?
Okay. Items 1, 2840, and public comment.
I think I heard you say 28. Is that so? 28 is not open for public comment, but you can speak to the others. So you have 3 minutes.
I thought you said...
So just to be clear for everyone, the items that are open for public comment are items 1 and 2, items 32 through 61. So you have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment. Please begin with the items.
All right. So I'll speak at this clown show on all available items and general public comment. Item 1 is regarding a liquor license for on-site consumption for the upstairs and racist clown Kevin Louis Vuitton Leon, CD14. Just like the last council meeting of unelected criminal Heather Hutt, this item should receive a no vote if corrupt, petty, pink-faced dictator Krikorian allows appointed and unelected Heather Hutt and indicted embezzling criminal Current Vice allowed to vote on this item, instead of bringing forth any programs that will enhance the living standards in the cesspool Skid Row, CD14. The best that racist clown Kevin Louis Vuitton Leon, just like unelected Heather Hutt can do, is promote liquor licenses. Basically, nothing in this Brown Act violating agenda will reduce the homelessness created by this corrupt government. I'm still reading this motion for liquor licenses, for more liquor licenses, also known as drugs, is a true testament.
So, Speaker, you've exhausted your 1 minute on item number 2. Please move on to another item.
Well, that was item number 1. That was item number 1. Okay, anyway, here we go. Item 40. Item 40 should receive a no vote. As polygamous embezzler indicted out on bail awaiting trial, Curran Price is allowed to vote. This motion is for $375,000 for so-called beautification and should receive and vote a no vote because most of these funds will end up in his family's business account because he is a criminal awaiting trial and should further receive a no vote if unelected criminal Heather Hutt is allowed to vote. You guys cut me off on that one. All right, general public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Okay. The L.A. Sleazy Council is the most corrupt local government in the history of the United States, where petty pink-faced corrupt Armenian dictator Paul Ku Klux Klan has indicted embezzling polygamous criminal Curran Price and Sleazy Dawson voting daily with unelected Heather Hutt. The black community has zero representation from these incompetent, corrupt, sellout, self-serving, indicted black Uncle Tom criminal members of this corrupt city council. I demand all their resignations. Dawson is now trying to sell the black community's unemployment office. Wow. Public. Black spaces occupy 20% of the Sleazy Council, yet black people are 50% of the homeless, 50% of the incarcerated, and 50% of the unemployed. I demand all their resignations. Have a good Monday, or what is this, Tuesday, everybody.
What's up, Aaron? Yeah, man. They just, that's how they do it. That's how they do me, man.
Next caller, which items would you like to speak on?
Yes, my name is Jason. I'm a smoking scan viewer.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
What items are available there, Pumpkinhead?
So, again, we've said this multiple times throughout the meeting. The items that are open for public comment are items 1 and 2 and 32 through 61.
Too well. Well, let me get all available items, general public comment, and
so you have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment. Please begin with the items.
Cool. Thank you there, brother. And happy Labor Day to the smoking scan community, which is kind of ironic because the other day I was down on Figueroa with this lady there, and I had paid her $5 for her face and my.
This is your only warning. That is not on the agenda.
Yes, sir.
So if you stray off the agenda again, I'm going to move you to general public comment.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, brother. Well, question there. How do you when you just meet a lady, how do you get her to how do you let her know that you want to be entitled without her?
All right, so you're on your general public comment now. You have 1 minute.
That's mighty right, yeah, brother. Anyway, shout out to the Spokane community. I was saying that happy Labor Day because the other day I was down on Figueroa with this chick, and I paid her $5, for her face and my crust to connect like Lego.
Actually, what you did on Figueroa is not within the jurisdiction of the LA City Council. So speak to something that we have jurisdiction over, or else you're done.
I'm fucking
Y'all want to deal with the bitch down on Figueroa there, petty pink face?
Okay. All right. Next caller, please.
Petty pig face?
No. Next caller, please.
Next caller, which items would you like to speak on?
Petty pig face. Shout out to Jason. He's crazy, dog.
Caller, please press star 6 to unmute yourself.
I'm dead right now, dude. Fuck me up.
Yep.
That's Candido.
Yes, which items would you like to
speak to?
That's the
Great Panderer. Come on, get it out. You can do it, Great Panderer.
Okay, I don't believe the caller's there anymore.
Next caller, please.
He hung up.
Next caller,
On
which
himself.
items would you like to speak on?
What a dummy, dude. What a dummy.
Hello! Yes, finally again. It's another Smoking Scan viewer. I just want to call on...
so which items would you like to speak to?
Yes, I was getting to that, Buckethead. 1, 2, 32 through 61, and general public comment.
You have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment. Please begin with the items.
I think that's lobster.
Item 1, I don't really know much about it. I read it, and it was confusing as hell. I just know that there was a lot of corruption and going on with item number 1, so fuck item number 1. And item number 2, the same thing. And let's say a no vote on all that, except it's going to be an all yay vote for item number 2. And then items number 32 through 61 as well. There, I also see corruption, massive amounts of corruption. And I don't believe there is 32 61. And then now to general public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute.
Yeah, I don't believe there is quorum there because I see a lot of empty seats there. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, Bob Blumenfield is not at his desk. He's talking to a staffer. But I don't see quorum there, so I'll subject all those council members to Council Rule 12 and maybe subject to Council Rule 7 in the future.
Smoke.
And, yeah, we'll keep up, Jason, thank you for keeping up the fight for Figueroa general public comment. So, yeah, Figueroa is classified as general public comment, period. And then goodbye to petty pig-faced Armenian dictator. Goodbye.
All right. That will close public comment on items and general public comment as well. Mr.
Shout
Clerk,
out to you,
what's
Ian.
available
Where
now
are
for
you,
us to
man? Thank you, Ian.
Mr. President, the council may now vote on items 1, 2, 32, 33, 35,
Where you at,
36,
Must be
38
working.
through 48,
Shout out to you, Ian.
50
Thank
through
you.
52, 55 through 59, and 61.
Petty pig face is
All right,
mad.
those items are now before us. I see no members wishing to be heard, so let's open the roll,
Angry.
close the roll, and tabulate
Angry. 10 eyes. Is what
The ordinance
he
for item 1 will be held
is.
over to Tuesday, September 10th, 2024 for second consideration.
We got 4.
Thank you. So items 11, 49, 53, and 54 were called special by Councilmember Rodriguez for a separate vote. Can we take those up collectively?
Ceasefire. Jason.
All right.
Hopefully they keep it.
Then if there's no objection, we will take those up collectively. Those
airborne on
items are now
pig.
before us. Again, members, that's 11, 49,
It's all right if everybody got it,
53,
Stin, and nobody going to
54.
give it to you. You already got it.
So on those items, let's open the roll,
I got it already. You got it?
close the roll,
What are we
and
even
tabulate the
talking about?
votes.
Can't get it again.
9 ayes, 1 no.
That's
Good,
that's
thank you.
probably
That will
the
take us next to item number
that's probably
7,
the what do you call it?
as
The,
amended by motion
the thought.
7A, which is before
Conversation.
you.
There's no Dalton tonight,
So
Ian. It
if
got
there's no
canceled.
members wishing to be heard
good to
on
see you.
item 7 as amended.
Got canceled to the
I
12th.
see none, so let's go ahead and open the roll.
Too much shit
Close the
going
roll
on, man.
and
They must have
tabulate the
they
votes.
must have finally got her out. I don't know.
10
That's all I
ayes.
can think of because the top of the if you look at the title, it says "Clean House 2025."
All right, that will take us next to item
I don't
number
know.
34.
Something
which
big
was
might have happened.
amended by motion 34A by Councilmember
Yeah, it is a bummer,
Lee.
man.
So item
I always look
34
forward to
as
this.
amended is now
But before the
us. Do
12th,
any members
I
wish
would
to be
think that
heard?
there's a Thornton Township
none,
meeting to
let's
still
open
go
the
on.
roll,
So I don't know if any of you guys
close the
know.
roll,
Let me know.
and tabulate the votes.
Because I'm thinking that they may
10
have
ayes.
one. She'll be there at least.
Thank you. That takes us next
So
to
we
item
can always
number
do the Thornton
37.
Township. I use Connie Lingus, Bear.
All right, item 37 is now before us. Do any members wish to be heard? This is the Rule 245
Yeah, Ian
motion.
sucks.
I see none.
Super mayors.
So let's
Vultures
go
are
ahead and
circling.
open the roll, close the roll, and tabulate the votes.
10 ayes.
Old DJ, sign up as Darren Jones. I'm not going to preach, but I'm going to preach. I think you should go down there.
All right.
Tell everybody
Mr. Clerk,
about his
what is
HVAC
now
skills.
before us?
Mr. President, the council may now consider item 60 for the election of council president pro tempore.
Very good. Thank you. Well, members, Item 60 before us now is a motion to call for an election for the position of Council President pro tempore to be effective September 20th, 2024. So this is a two-vote process. We need to vote first to call for today's election for the position, and then the second vote will be to elect a new Council President pro tempore effective September 20th. Councilmember Bob Blumenfield has been nominated for that position.
Blob.
And pursuant to Council Rule
There's Blob.
1, the election requires a majority vote by open ballot. So the first vote is whether to vote.
No vote on Blob.
The second vote is the roll call vote. So
Fuck
on
Blob.
the first vote, to call for the election.
I vote for the DEI sound
do any
guy.
members wish to be heard on this?
That's who my vote is, for the DEI sound man.
Right.
The guy in the corner right here. Oh.
Close the roll and
I
tabulate
think
the
he
votes.
should be straight to president from shitty sound guy to president. What do you guys think?
All right, that matter passes. So we may now move on to the second vote. It has been the tradition of the
That way we can
council
get a
to
new
conduct the election of the
unqualified
council president pro
sound guy
tempore
in
by
here.
a voice vote conducted in alphabetical order. Unless I hear any objection, we
Second
will
the vote.
proceed according to that tradition. And as luck would have it, it seems to be that the first vote in alphabetical order would be by Councilmember Bob Blumenfield. So, Councilmember Bob Blumenfield, what are
Hopefully
your thoughts
doesn't
on
vote
electing
for yourself.
Councilmember Bob Blumenfield to be the President pro tempore of the City Council?
I'll vote aye for Bob Blumenfield.
Thank you.
Thank you. I
and
vote for myself.
Mr. Clerk, I believe you're going to go ahead and call the roll.
Thank you, Mr. President. De Leon.
Aye.
Harris Dawson, absent. Hernandez.
Aye.
Yes,
Actually-
if you can
actually, members,
announce the
it's-
What's a
name of the
vote,
councilman.
right? It's not
Because
attendance.
there, is the possibility that there may
This
be
is
another.
barely my second time doing this.
Barely.
That's
I
Barely.
vote for Councilmember Bob Blumenfield.
Okay, and Councilmember De Leon, going back to you.
What a clown show this is.
Blumenfield, aye.
Okay, thank you.
Councilmember Hutt.
Now, what is it? No, just kidding. Bloomingfield, aye.
Well, it's funny because you didn't have to go through this process. They just gave you the job, Heather.
Councilmember Bob Blumenfield.
Councilmember Lee.
Bob Blumenfield.
Shout out to you, Kumala.
Councilmember
Number
McCosker.
2.
Bob Blumenfield.
Councilmember Padilla, absent. Councilmember Park.
Councilmember
There he is.
Blumenfield,
Look at him, look at him.
congratulations.
Councilmember Price, absent. Councilmember Rahman, absent. Rodriguez.
Councilmember Bob Blumenfield.
Councilmember Soto Martinez.
Look at him.
The gentleman from the 3rd District, Bob
Just
Blumenfield.
flicking off the camera randomly for no
Councilmember
reason.
Yaroslavsky, absent. 10 ayes for Councilmember Blumenfield.
Gotta love it.
Very good. Council President Pro Tem Bob Blumenfield, congratulations.
All right, so he's the pro temp now. Marquise Harris Dawson, who's not there today, of course, he was too busy to show up after a
All
4-day
right,
weekend.
and with that, Mr. Clerk, what's next on the
he
agenda?
will be the next president,
President,
in
there's a
September,
request
I
to send
believe.
item
This
31
dipshit
forthwith.
leaves and he takes over.
Without objection, that will be the order. Next.
Council has motions for posting and referral.
Without objection, posted and referred. Next.
No
That's his
quorum,
clear, sir.
Randy. They don't care.
Very good. Members,
matter
are there
anyway.
any announcements?
This is all
Any
bought and sold
announcements?
bullshit.
Councilmember De Leon for an announcement?
Yes.
Please.
This is all just their little show.
Colleagues, earlier this morning, we just had a press conference here in downtown Los Angeles to announce
What's up, Cortland?
the awarding from the Strategic Growth Council from the state of California. We secured
Big
$35
Face is
million
done, 74.
to complete the financing.
He's reached his
for
term
phase
in
1,
September.
Development.
Don't know which
We're
day,
going
but-
to build 303 units, affordable housing units.
Figure by
the largest of
October,
its
though.
kind in downtown Los Angeles. Phase 1 is for low income, very low income families.
By October,
Phase
be
2 will
done.
be for low income seniors.
That's why they missed that
and
vote.
Phase 3 will be for our unhoused neighbors. In
Dalton's
total,
not
there'll
on
be about
today, Dream. They
303
canceled
units.
till the 12th.
We'll be installing brand new street lights, hawk lights, brand
Sucks.
new bike lanes, as well as a brand new public park. Again, the announcement today was the $35 million to complete the financing for the first phase. I want to thank Governor Gavin Newsom for intervening.
There's no police chases,
and
Tommy.
making the
We always would if this
to a
was
halt
happening
in
and a police
Sacramento
chase went
to
off.
move a little smoother.
We'd be
It was
watching
a
the
complex real estate deal because it's a former employment development department, EDD, property, but owned by the federal government.
We started watching this because I can't have chases happen every day, Tommy. Sometimes it's 2 weeks in between chases on the TV. I can't be gone for 2 weeks. So we watch this. We hang out on a Tuesday night or whatever.
City there, and all of these sort of gymnastics maneuvers, but ultimately at the end of the day, we landed the plane. So we announced the first phase will begin construction very, very soon. But I just want to make that announcement here today.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Oh, shit.
Any other announcements, members? All right. Seeing no further announcements, are there any motions for adjournment?
Oh, let's go.
If we could all please rise for motions to adjourn, and I'd like to recognize Councilmember McOsker.
Oh, there's a
Thank
chase
you very
right
much,
now.
Mr. President.
Okay.
Today I rise to adjourn the memory of a beloved, lifelong Harbor area resident
get the
and
fuck
a
out of
great
here
San
if it's
Pedro
possible.
advocate, Dorothy Matich.
Hey,
She
so
passed away
her-
peacefully with her
Rest in
family
peace, Dorothy.
around her on August 18,
I don't see
2024.
But
Dorothy was
doesn't mean it
born in
ain't
Los
there.
Angeles on February 8th, 1936. She grew up in Long Beach. She graduated from
Strong
Poly High in
Beach.
1954, and she was employed as an executive secretary at Star-Kissed Foods, a gigantic
They make-
business
I know Starkist.
where she
or
met
tuna.
her husband, Matt. They were married for 53 years, and they had 2 sons. Dorothy lived
Oh
a
shit,
full,
we do got us a chase. Okay.
wonderful life that included a loving family,
All right, guys,
decades
this
of
is what I'm
travel
gonna
and
do really
cruises,
quickly. Let me
dozens
just-
of great friends, and many years
Shut
of
up, shut up.
involvement in fun and important.
Okay, let me do the title, and then I'm going to stop for just a second, and then we'll hop back on, okay? That's how this is going to work. This way it alerts everybody, the ones who don't know that there's a chase going on, that kind of stuff. Wait, what happened? How did we just get from there to there? Oh, come on, man. Really? Really? Not really? 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 Come on, dude. Drive off. Please drive off. Please drive off. Please drive off. Oh, you fucks, dude. Never mind. Never mind. God damn it. Fucking pussies. I smell a whole lot of
pussy.
Let's go. Damn it. Yeah, we got a clown car, man. Fuck. Sucks. See what I mean? I told you I'd go right to it. CHP's on. Let's see if I can get CHP. Not that it's going to matter because they're done, basically. Fuck, man. That's how it always happens, baby. God damn, man. Fucking sucks. Yeah, it just sucks, man. I'm just, you know, come on. Both those Chargers need polishing. God, those hoods are so fucking marred. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yep. See how many clowns are in the back. Let's see how many clowns are in the back, Jack. There's one. I didn't do nothing. Come on, show your belly. Well, Kenneth, you got to remember they were probably going for 20 minutes by the time Channel 7 got over. So it's usually about the average time, 10 to 20 minutes. There it is. Fuck. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Fuck. Sucks, man. Yeah. So you gotta figure that's, was there a chase today? 37 minutes? No, that was the other day. The hell? Why is it said? It's crazy. That was the one we did the other day where his wife called in on him. Come on, man. You putting up that live stuff. Shit ain't live. Shit ain't live. You be lying. Well, I guess that's it. They're done for the day. There's a live protest going on in Israel. The labor unions there have shut the workforce down. So a lot of people are not going to work in protest of their own government not doing enough to get the hostages back. After 6 hostages were found murdered just two days ago? I think it was 2 days ago. So now they're fighting against their own government to have the war just cease in a sense. So can you hear that? Yes? Okay. Well, Floyd, I'm sure they do, and they should if they don't. I think it's more of, they just want to live in peace. Just want to be done with it. And instead of bombing, do more negotiating, I would guess. But you don't negotiate with terrorists because they don't negotiate. Because if they wanted to stop, then, hey, they would stop. So that's the problem. And again, just like we have people here, you know what I mean, that look at Israel as the murderers and Palestine are just these poor little victims and they never did nothing, and so it's the same thing, no different. You're always going to have people look at it in their different ways. So it is what it is. But something this big, though, could actually, cripple the economy in a sense. Nobody's going to work. Supermarkets and banks and shit get shut down. It's, gets tough to do your normal shit. I think they've been doing this the last 2 days. I mean, pretty much as soon as the report came out of the 6 were, the bodies were recovered, not rescued. I think that's when it kind of kicked off. Well, good luck on that. You're never going to have religions end. Yeah, Bob, that'll never happen either. The people don't have the wherewithal or the balls to stick up to their own government. And, God, we had to do it. That's why we have guns here. It wasn't to fight some foreign enemy. It was the domestic enemy, your own government at that point. Back then, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's a weird world, man, right now. Not just here. So, and, there's so many people that are so into faith. So many different types of faith. And really, it's not the ones that are into faith. It's the ones that become radicalized with their faith. Whether it's, Christianity, Judaism, being a Muslim, whatever it is. There's radicalized folks of all kinds. And I think those are more like fanatics, Their whole life is centered around religion. And I always say there's nothing wrong with religion. It just shouldn't cost you anything, ever. Should never cost you, to practice your religion of any kind. And as long as it doesn't overtake every aspect of your life, I believe. You know what I mean? Because then you become fanatical and then radical. But again, that's your choice. You do you. I'm just saying, there's a fine line. It's like someone who, drinks alcohol, for instance. There's a lot of people who drink alcohol who aren't alcoholics. They can handle it. They understand. They like one drink. They get their jobs done. Everything's good. It's not hurting anybody. They're not drinking and driving. And then there's the ones that have to have it all the time. And it overtakes every aspect of their life. So that's just the analogy I'll use. No, I'm about to hop off, Bear. I'm about to get out of here. I definitely don't want the chase title. I'm going to put it back to the LA City Clowncil. Let me put it there and then I'll be out of here. We'll be live tonight. We'll do our normal, 8 o'clock show. No Dalton City Council today, guys. Just a reminder that the 12th is when it was rescheduled too. So. LA City Clowncil. I mean, today's what, the 3rd? Yes, it's the 3rd. Already the 3rd. Okay. Alright, so that way it goes back to that, and I don't hear people, Jesus, stuff is terrible, bad. Alright, guys. Like I said, I'll see you guys later tonight, 8 p.m. Hopefully you can join me. If not, I understand you got your hangover from Labor Day weekend. It's understandable. Like I said, if something changes, and let me know if any of you guys know. I mean, like I said, I'd have to think that, Dalton being on the 12th would mean that Thornton Township would have to be somewhere between today and then. So somewhere in there, if one of you guys end up seeing a notice or whatever on the Thornton Township side, please let me know. Other than that, shout out to Jason for calling in, and the other guy who called in who wasn't Lobster, because Lobster was in here saying it wasn't him. Shout out to Brock. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Ian for the dono. I'll see you guys later tonight. Thank you to everybody who came and hung out. I'll see you at 8. So be good. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Hasta la vista, baby.